Alright everyone, just like I've been saying, more updates to this page, and I think I did this like what, 2-3 days ago, and we've already gotten more updates on this page, so let's just get right into it. So first one is Scratchman Apu. One drop green card, 2000 counter, so pretty cool. So it's a Supernova 2000 counter. You rest one of your opponents, cost 2 or less on play, so pretty basic, right? Pretty basic. Nothing special. Beside it being a 2K counter you can search for after Lurbani because it's a Supernova. I mean, for one Dawn, right, you get to rest a 2 or less, but like, what are you resting? Like 1-drop blockers or like a 2-drop that really has a okay ability that's somewhat usable? So I don't really know what this guy's gonna go into, but we're just gonna gloss over him really quickly. Apu, nothing really special for this card, so we can just cover him pretty quickly. Laboon got another card along with Chopper. This is the Chopper on the pack, the front of the box. So, you know, it was a given that we're going to get a card based around that artwork. So this is Laboon right here on the right. Laboon got another card. It's a 2-cost animal. Once per turn when a character is KO, draw 1 card, trash 1 card. So nice. Black is getting some draw power. That's pretty good. A nice little draw engine. Black doesn't really have a lot of draw, so that's really good. It's also, these 2 cards are also cards that work with the previous card we talked about, which is Shut Up and Come With Us, the one that lets you play a 3-drop animal for free from your deck. So not bad, I guess. That's what Laboon does. Laboon is just a little draw engine. No counter, by the way, a 2-drop that has no counter. So interesting. Then Tony Chopper, it's a 3-drop animal, of course. Straw Hat, of course. It's a blocker, so another Chopper blocker, but it's a blocker that has a Dawn ×2. When attacking, you give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 for the turn. So, wonder how that's going to work, right? The ability is when attacking, but he has a blocker effect, or a blocker ability, so it's just like, don't really know how that's going to work out. I mean, the minus 2,000 is obvious for red, that's what it does. Red deals with attack power. So minus 2,000 is not bad, but you have to put 2 Dawn on him, and then you also lose a blocker. So I don't really know what he's good for. You could put him in a... You know what you can do? You can put him in Red-Green Law, right? Put 2 Dawn on him, swing with him, then return him with Law's ability, play something else, I guess. I don't really know what else you could do. I mean, so like you swing with him, minus 3k, that's a 6k swing on the board. Then since your Red-Green Law just shambles him out for something else... You shambles out one of your searchers, so not Jewelry Bonnie. You shambles out your like your Nami or your Dodon, play the 5-drop Green Law, return your other searcher, then play this Tony Chopper or something, or return this Tony Chopper and play another searcher. So really weird way to try to clarify on how this card could work. But yeah, that's like one way it could work. You can attack with it, return it with Red-Green Law ability, or 5-drop blocker Law ability, because the 6k swing isn't bad, right? And then you also minus 3k power, so it's pretty good. It's okay for red. And now, the card I've been wanting to talk about. These are the last 3 cards up here. We're gonna cover Edward Weevil, right? On play, draw a card. 7 Lords of a Sea. It could work with Doflamingo, right? It's a 4-drop you could play off of Doflamingo. When you play him, you draw a card. So you play him rested, 6k body on board, draw a card. So not bad. And you only have to play him for 3 Dawn. So that's pretty much what he could work in, Edward Weevil. So you could just switch out the vanilla Edward Weevil that some people ran, right? And just put him in here. Put this one in with it instead. So that's what he can do. He's just a draw engine for blue. Funkfried. Funkfried is from CP9. He's just a CP9 plus 1,000 counter, activate main, rest his character, give it to one of your Spandom characters plus 3,000 in his turn. So big surprise, he works with Spandom, right? Spandom, what Spandom do you have? It's the Searcher Spandom, the one that helps you search for other CP9 stuff. So don't really know if anyone's going to be playing this guy, because the Cypher Pole archetype is kind of just dead and it sucks. It only works well with other things like Lucci working with Sakazuki, and some of the other Cypher Poles working with Black Yellow Big Mom. So like, don't really know if you're ever going to play Funkfried. But yeah, that's what he does. He helps boost up your Spandoms by 3,000. And he's a counter, right? Not bad. Now the main thing is Mino Chihuahua. I remember me and my friend talking about cards that we could be getting in this pack and how some of them could be helping Hannibal in type of way, and this is one of the cards we called out. I talked about it in one of the videos, the previous ones. Mino Chihuahua is finally a card, and just like we speculated, Mino Chihuahua was the last Jailer Beast that we were supposed to get, because we've already gotten all the other Jailer Beasts, and he was the last one. And, of course, because every Jailer Beast has a special ability, this one got rushed, because every other one got a special ability. So like we called it, like I called it, me and my friend called it, Mino Chihuahua was going to be a card in the set, and it's going to get rushed, because Minotaur had double attack, Mino Zebra had Vanish, and Mino Koala had Blocker, and Rush was the last one to be given something, and Rush fits perfectly for Mino Chihuahua. So, Mino Chihuahua, 4 cost, 5,000 power, Impel Down Jailer Beast, works well with Sadie, right? And then it's also something you can return off of Hannibal. So, because it has Rush, right, you're playing Sadie, it works well with Hannibal because you're playing Sadie with Hannibal, right? You play Sadie, play the Mino Chihuahua off of Sadie, attack with the Mino Chihuahua because it has Rush, because you summoned Mino Chihuahua off of Sadie, and then you can either return the Mino Chihuahua or the Sadie back to your hands. Like, you could just keep reassuring that you have a Rush character next turn to swing with, or you can keep reassuring to get another Jailer Beast. So, and then it's a Jailer Beast, right? On the KO, if my leader's impelled down, you add 1 Dawn card from your deck. So, play Sadie, play Mino Chihuahua, swing with Mino Chihuahua, return Sadie at the end of your turn with Hannibal. So, yeah. Called it. It took them a minute for the leaks to come out for this card, but yeah, freaking called it, boys. Mino Chihuahua is now a card with Rush. Really cool to see. I mean, I also called it. I also said that it was probably going to be a boss monster, which would have been funny if it was, but it makes sense that it's the same stats as the other Jailer Beast. But I just thought it'd be funny if Mino Chihuahua was a boss monster for Impel Down. But yeah, still really cool that we finally have all the Jailer Beasts now, and yeah, all the bases are covered. We have one with Rush, double attack, banish, and blocker, and then we have Mino Rhino that helps you draw. So we pretty much have all the bases covered for abilities that can help with Impel Down stuff. So we already know that Hannibal is going to be running this little guy in here with all the other Jailer Beasts and some Magellans. So yeah, that's really cool to see. Again, don't really know what the new stuff is going to be ran in. I mean, Edward Weevil's probably going to be ran into 7 Warlords because that's like the only archetype he has. So yeah, Funkfried, I doubt anybody's going to play this guy. Mino Chihuahua, of course, for Hannibal. Probably even Magellan. Magellan might get some more updates because of all the purple stuff coming out. Tony Chopper, really cool. It is the SR, of course. It's the box art, so it's an SR. Luckily, Mino Chihuahua is a common, so it's a common Rush Impel Down that you can easily get to build Hannibal or to update Magellan with. So if you need some more Mino Chihuahuas, easily obtainable. Edward Weevil's a rare. Laboon's a common, and Apu is a common. Or no, Apu is a... What is he? I can't really tell. I think that's a rare. I think Apu is a rare. So we have 2 rares, we have an SR, and we have a handful of commons. And Mino Chihuahua is one of them. So easily obtainable for y'all to get into purple for. Really cool. Just really excited to talk about another update, especially since this update is something I was able to foresee with my mind, with Mino Chihuahua being one of the cards to be in this set, especially since, you know, Hannibal is one of the leaders we're getting. So like, it was kind of just obvious that we could probably get Mino Chihuahua in here. So I know I'm excited for this, and I know my friend's excited for this, since all the Jailer Beasts are covered for now and we got all of them in the thing. So yeah, that's gonna be the update video. Like I'm gonna keep saying at the end of this video, I'm gonna keep talking about this stuff for every update that comes out. I'd like to say that this is probably the best update we've gotten for this thing, besides the very first one with the leaders. So I think this is like the first like best update we've gotten, and then the second one, I guess you could say, is this one with Hiyori and Cavendish. So yeah, this is like one of the best updates we've gotten for this whole extra booster, and I just can't wait for it to come out. That'll be it for this video. I'll see you in the next update, and hopefully we get an even cooler update. Maybe we'll get another secret rare.